Ahoy, mateys. Welcome aboard my podcast. I'm Jason with Jay's Paradise Travels. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. Um, this is my second episode with Boards and Sports. I appreciate you listening in. My introductory podcast that came out a week ago, I was excited about it. And it was kind of a busy week. I had a friend come into town pretty much immediately afterwards and stayed a bit, and then super busy on the weekend. So I didn't get to really record anything but that introductory podcast. Today's my first time being able to record another episode with it. And we'll see how this goes this week because it's already kind of shaping up to be a busy week. But I did want to record one today and be able to talk to you about something. So the thing I wanted to talk to you today about was something that came out recently. I want to say I learned of it in the last week, maybe, that going to be very soon later on this year that European countries are going to require ETIAS. I don't know if they pronounce that like ETIAS or ETIAS. I don't know if they actually say it or if they just say the letters ETIAS. And what that stands for is European Travel Information and Authorization System. I'd seen it, wasn't quite sure if it was quite legit. It looks like it is. Something that's going to be introduced by the European Union uh, to be able to go into European countries, certain European countries. There's about 30 of them altogether that I'm noticing here. Um, and it's interesting because it's something that kind of deals with these countries that don't really require visas. Now, if you have a visa to go to work or school or something, obviously, you're going to be okay with that. Um, but it seems like if you're just going for like a short-term stay, vacation, cruise, something that's up my alley, right? That's my specialty. And I've got my dad that goes to Greece all the time. I've got some people got a big group cruise going in 2027, going out of Greece, and so this is something that's going to affect them. I've gone to Greece a few times myself, so it could affect me too. Not that it's like this humongous deal or anything like that, but it is something that is going to be a requirement. Is going to be something that you're going to have depending on your status. And I want to say most people are going to be sort of like me, just your average Joe Schmo U.S. citizen that's going to go over there for a short time to go visit and see the nice, beautiful scenery out there in Europe. Um, so there was a couple of articles that I had pulled up and wanted to just share with you in regards to it. Um, and one of them had asked some questions like, when does it launch? So apparently this is going to be launching here at the end of 2026, Q4 of 2026. So right now, as I record this, beginning of January of 2026, getting to middle of January, whatever, still January 2026. So it's not something that's going to take effect right away. Um, but not everyone is going to be, people that have trips to go to Europe isn't always last minute. Now, sometimes it can be. But I know, like I said, I've got a group that I've been working on that's going in September of 2027. So it's going to definitely be after the fourth quarter of 2026. So they're going to need to get this too. I'm going to have to let them know about it and tell them about it. So a lot of people are going to if you're making plans to go next year, or even apparently at the end of this year, here in 2026, it'll be something that you'll need to get. And ask the question why? Why this this is coming about here? Well, currently it mentions that there are approximately 60 countries whose citizens are permitted to enter the European Union and uh, Schengen members without the need to obtain a visa. These visitors are limited to a 3 month stay for tourism, business, or transit purposes. I believe that is what's considered a short term stay. There are restrictions whereby visa free travelers are not permitted to work or study, which will remain in place with the launch of these things. These travels will require the appropriate visa or residence permit. Not quite sure if I see an exact why. Who knows? Maybe it's just a way for them to get more money out of you. The launch date is later on this year. There is an application that you can do online prior to going to the European Union. And it says each eligible traveler, regardless of their age, will be required to have this to visit these different countries. Um, and so citizens of countries that have visa-free access to the EU countries will require it, which United States of America, where I live, that applies there. Um, I guess it's gonna, as regards what it's gonna be looking for, this will be the data, your personal biometric data, which is your name, gender, date of birth, etc., your passport or travel document information, your if you're EU member, state of entry, background questions on your health, criminal record, as well as previous immigration history. So that'll be a part of it. Here's the fee, which everyone probably wants to know. It's not outrageous. It's 20 euros. What that'll translate to US dollars can, I guess, vary. And who knows, maybe as time goes on, that does go up or down. But as of right now, it looks like the cost of it's going to be 20 euros. Um, but here's kind of some good news. If you're under the age of 18 or if you're over the age of 70, you won't have to pay that fee. All right, that's cool. Um, I'm 41 currently at the moment, so I've got to still wait a few decades before I don't have to pay the fee. And it kind of seems like, as I mentioned, at the application process, could be checked across a bunch of different things, your Interpol, Europol, a bunch of other things, um, different watch lists and everything. And apparently, the decision says usually 95% of applications will receive a decision within minutes of submission. So that's good. Sometimes like if you go to like renew your passport, sometimes you're taking weeks for that. Apparently, this for the most part will be decided within just minutes of the submission. If it's improved, if it is approved, it'll be issued for a period of 3 years, or of the date of the applicant's passport expiration, whatever date's sooner. So if your passport expires in 2 years, then I guess it's going to expire in 2 years. Mine's actually coming up, so even if I apply for it, it probably would only be about a year. I think mine expires next year, which I'll have to work on getting as much traveling as I like to do. It does say processing times can take up to 96 hours if additional checks are required. If additional documentation is required from the applicant, it could take up to 4 weeks. Like I said, that was 95%. It comes back within minutes, but I guess maybe the other 5%, that's maybe what you're looking at as regards to wait time. If they need more information from you, if they need to check more things, could take a few hours up to 96 hours to 4 weeks. If it's denied, you'll receive a reason for the refusal, as well as information on the country or authority deciding against it being approved. Um, and okay, so that's good. I don't know if there's some appeal to that. If you do get it, and when you're boarding, it says there that it can only be used for transit tourism and business travel. It'll be checked by travelers, air carrier, sea carrier, international carrier, transporting groups over land by coach. Um, And if it's not approved, it won't be allowed to board that vessel, the airplane, boat, or coach, whatever it is, to be able to get over there. So I guess they'll have their checks and balances in place there, maybe at the gate, or the ship, whatever it is. If you get entry into the Schengen zone, I don't know if I'm saying that right. A border guard will make the decision of admitting a traveler based on the information in the system and whether or not that was approved, the ETIAS, as well as the documents. So that's kind of interesting, as regards something to be on the lookout here now, January. I'm letting you know about this ahead of time if you do decide, and if you allow me to book you a trip to Europe coming up here in the next year. Um, Something good to know. And of course, I'll of course will tell you about it too, now that I know about it. But information is power, and I want you guys to have that knowledge. So keep that in mind. Now, here are the countries that are required. Let me go ahead and list them off to you. And there is a website that you can go to that I'm going to, that shows it. ETIAS.com is where I kind of got all that information that I just relayed to you. So feel free to look that up if you'd like. And then there's just another website that apparently is an official website of the European Union. Hopefully that's legit. um, that's showing the required countries. So here they are. This is the list of the countries. There's Austria, Belgium, Bulgaria, Croatia, Cyprus, Czechia, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Iceland, Italy, Latvia, Liechtenstein, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malta, Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Romania, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden, and Switzerland. All right. So if one of those countries you wanted to visit here in the next year or so, you allow me to book it for you, just know that this will be a requirement. Anyways, yeah. So that's what I wanted to do today was let you know about it. Feel free to look into it a little bit more if you want, um, and just be mindful of that if you do decide to go to one of those countries here in the next upcoming year. All right, very good. Well, thank you for listening to today's episode of Ports and Sports. If you'd like to reach out to me and book a trip with me, I'd be happy to do it for you. Feel free to email me at j.paradise@gmail.com. That's jay.paradise@gmail.com. You could also reach out to me through Facebook or Instagram if you want to send a message to me. Both are the same handles, Jay's Paradise Travels, Jays, Jay's Paradise Travels. You can do that. Or you can look at the description below and there's a link to my calendar, or you could book an appointment with me. We could get together either through a phone call or Zoom. And also, there's my website down below too. Feel free to look on that as well and be able to reach out to me that way as well. There's a wide variety of ways to be able to reach out to me. I hope you liked this video. If you did like the video, please like the video on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and be able to hear more of my little podcasts that are coming out here, travel related and sometimes sports related too. And feel free to share with other people because I want to be able to be your travel agent and your family, friends, travel agent. Make this world a happier place, one vacation at a time. So feel free to share it with others and hit subscribe. Make the comments down below if you have any comments regarding this or questions or anything. Um, Feel free to do that too. Hope you liked the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something from it, took something away from it. And I look forward to talking with you guys later. Have a good day. Take care. Bye bye.